has a point, and sometimes it's hard to hear.
Her eyes were moist too.
When she said, "I'm sorry, I love you," yeah, we literally we thought they had a turning point in St. Thomas. Like by the time we got back, things were very different. Than the energy, Destiny had by the time we got back was different than what we thought we saw while we were there.
Kimmy just made a move that has completely flipped the entire Love and Marriage Huntsville fan base upside down. After months of rumors, subtle hints, and building tension behind the scenes, Kimmy has officially filed to end her marriage with Maurice Scott. And the way she did it? Baby, it was calculated, calm, and absolutely savage. Kimmy was seen as the peacemaker, the grounded one, the woman who brought balance to the chaos Maurice often created with his controlling ways, public missteps, and the way he always seemed to talk over her instead of listening. But just because someone stays silent doesn't mean they're weak. And Kimmy, she's been taking notes. Sources close to the couple say Kimmy has been done emotionally for a while now. While she kept showing up for the cameras with a smile, she was growing more distant behind the scenes. You could see it in her eyes, the way she paused before speaking, the way her responses got shorter and colder with every episode. Fans began to notice. She wasn't defending him like before. She wasn't laughing at his little jokes. She stopped playing the role of supportive wife and started acting like a woman who was quietly plotting her exit.
Some of the stuff needs to be addressed. Like all that extra behind the scene talking with your friends and all that, and you can't say it to a person. Yeah, that's like, yeah, you need to say it to them.
Kimmy walked into court with her legal team and filed the papers. Divorce, final, no back and forth, no PR statement, just a cold move that left Maurice speechless. And you already know, the internet went into a frenzy. She finally woke up. It was a long time coming. Kimmy deserves peace. The reactions were loud, and the fans are firmly on her side. But what really shook everyone was what came with those papers. According to insiders, Kimmy didn't just file for divorce. She came with receipts, allegations, documentation, stories that paint Maurice in a light so damaging it could crush what little image he has left. Word is, she exposed how deep the manipulation ran, how many times he gaslit her into silence, how he weaponized loyalty to keep her in line. And even worse, there are whispers about infidelity, not one time, not two, but a pattern she allegedly tolerated for years in silence. Kimmy has fought through cancer, public scrutiny, and the pressure of being on TV. She has been through hell and still stood tall. But this right here, this shows that she's not just surviving, she's reclaiming her power in full force. One person close to the show even said Kimmy's preparing to speak out in an upcoming tell-all sit-down. And if that happens, whoo, Maurice better brace himself, because this won't be pretty. She's no longer trying to protect him. She's protecting herself now. And when a strong woman chooses herself after being broken down for too long, they want to see her rebuild, rebrand, and rise up, because that woman has earned it. And let's be real, Maurice has spent way too long trying to control the narrative. But now, the truth is speaking louder than any edited storyline ever could. And if you think Maurice is sitting quiet, think again. He tried to release a weak little statement on social media, talking about mutual...
No one is misled by this information. First of all, my name is Maurice Scott. Maurice Jefferson Scott, Sr. And if you're going to do research on a Maurice Scott, make sure that you're researching the right person.
Respect and co-parenting with love. But baby, it was giving damage control, not accountability. The comments were brutal. People called him out, said he failed a good woman, and reminded him that his arrogance cost him everything. And in all of this, Kimmy hasn't said a word publicly, but her silence is powerful. She doesn't need to clap back. She doesn't need to defend. The truth is unfolding on its own, and Maurice is watching his empire crumble piece by piece. So now the question is, what's next for Kimmy? Will she step back from the spotlight, or will she step into a new chapter where she gets to be center stage on her own terms? Either way, one thing is clear. She is done playing small. And here's what you can do right now if you're riding for Kimmy and want to see her win. Smash that like button to show love for a woman who finally chose herself. Hit that subscribe button if you're ready to follow her glow-up journey. And drop a comment below. Do you think Maurice deserves another chance? Or did he finally lose the best thing he ever had? Whatever your thoughts, just know this isn't the end for Kimmy. It's the beginning of something powerful, something freeing, something real. Because when a woman stops waiting to be saved and saves herself, she becomes unstoppable. This moment is for every woman who stayed too long, gave too much, and finally realized, I deserve better. Kimmy, we see you, we hear you, and we're rooting for you all the way. Stay tuned, y'all, because the next chapter, it's about to be legendary.